Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kendra if this is your first time here. And in this video, we are going to be switching it up a little bit today. Today, we are going to be doing a Get Ready With Me Chit Chat edition. And also, I want you to stay tuned till the end because I have a little bit of a surprise for everyone who subscribes and watches my videos. So just keep that in mind. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and I'll see you guys at the end of this video.
Honestly, I'm trying to stay focused. You must think I got to be joking. I don't think I can wait. I just need it.
Okay, y'all. So this look is definitely going to be a spring vibe. So first thing I'm going to do is just kind of get my hair out of the way. And don't look at my edges because they're not slicked down yet, okay? So I just had to curl it up just a little bit. I really wanted to come on here because I feel like there are some things that have gotten misconstrued where I want to kind of speak on because I've been seeing this around and I feel like it's a really good thing for me to talk about. Becoming the woman that you want to be. Now, for those who have been watching my channel for a little while, you may have watched my 2023 resolution goals. And one thing in those goals were to, you know, change a lot of bad habits. I've noticed that when I'm doing things like that, I had to cut a few people off. Like I had to cut friends off. I had to cut off some family members. There was just, just a lot of things that I had to cut off just to figure out myself. I feel like I can't take on anything else or anybody else that seemed to be triggers for me. Certain people in my life were really big triggers, and I felt like, I guess you would say, cut them off just a little bit, or at least just temporarily, that I would not be able to figure out myself and who I am and who I want to be and the things that I want in life. And I was looking at my life and I was just like, man, I want to change a few things, and I want to be somebody or someone bigger than what I see. When you grow up in a predominantly Black society, you tend to have this persona of who who Black people or Black women are supposed to be. And I really feel like we are portrayed in such a bad way and in such a negative way where we think that those things are normal. And when I look around and see certain things, as in how Black women, portray themselves and how we're perceived by other cultures and things like that. And I kind of sit here and it's just like, I don't want to be that person who doesn't want more or just sees what society wants me to be. Like, growing up, the first thing I would do if somebody disrespected me or anything like that, my first thought was to fight, or be angry about it or yell about it or just anything like that. And I feel like, and I think this is why we get the negative way of thinking or the negative ways other people think. And I just feel like now that social media is around, we're even more portrayed badly. And I don't really like that for us or just our community in general. And I had to really get out of that way of, us as Black people or us as Black women, we can get things that we see other people have, and we don't have to, sleep with someone, or we don't have to act a certain way. I feel like we can still be ourselves and still be able to, have the lifestyle that certain people think that we shouldn't have, or it's not common for us to have. And I just had to really get into that mindset of, just because I like to dress up doesn't mean that it's a white people thing, or or that's not for us, or that's not something that us as black people wear, or it's not something that we should strive to have, that like it's okay to have these, it's okay to start from somewhere and amount to something greater, And I think in the black community, we do not see ourselves in the black magic, black girl magic, or that black women can have luxury. And I'm just someone who says, you know what? It's okay for us to have expensive things. It's okay for us to, bake cookies for our kids, or, things of that nature that seems to be taboo when it comes to the black community. And I used to always watch these shows, and here I go with the crying. I used to see, you watch TV shows and you see these kids, they go out with their parents, they watch TV after school, they have this soft, gentle way about themselves, and the way they talk to their kids, and and the way that they dress them, and the way they start their credit early, and just things that I feel like the black community miss out on, or things that we're not educated on because we have not been exposed to it. But the thing is about it, we've been exposed to these things our entire life. It's just that society, or the black community, tends to think that that is not something that we should want, if that makes sense. Just growing up, I noticed that I didn't resonate with my peers. Like I fit in, but there were always some times where I just wanted something different, and I wanted like a different type of life, and I wanted a different type of way of living. Like I wanted more. You know how people say, whatever you, what's the word? Let me see what the saying is. The saying is, who you're around kind of changes or helps your mindset. And I really go by that, because it is. If you stay around certain types of people, or be around certain types of people, you tend to realize that your thought process will be just like them, And I have definitely learned that being around other races, or just other types of people who grew up in a different way of growing up, different than like what I have, I tend to realize that I wanted these things. Like I wanted to be someone that's not angry. I wanted to be someone who wanted more. I wanted to be, someone who doesn't just fall into the black woman category. I wanted to be that woman who, is nice to people, or someone who doesn't have to act hard all the time, and things like that. Like I just didn't want to be my community. And I always bounced back, because, I would choose certain jobs in certain areas, and I was just like, you know what? I need to be in other types of areas, different types of people, because everybody that was around me, they were good, but it was just like, I just wanted more. And I feel like definitely growing up in certain areas, that's exactly what's going to happen. You have to know what it is that you want, and figure out what it is that you need to change. And basically you have to kind of reset your brain to think differently, and not think what society wants you to think, or what they want us to think. Becoming who I want to be is definitely something that's a strong subject for me, because I don't want to be that girl. I want to fall into the black luxury. I want to, give soft love to my kids. I don't have any kids, but I just want to be in a different light, and not think that it's wrong to be that way, or be wrong to have some sort of a feeling, or can really sit here and say, well, this is how I feel. and not have to hide my emotions or feel like I have to hold in my emotions because of a man, or, you know, just anything like that negative attribute or a negative way of thinking, because that's what my world or my society thinks that I should be, you know. That's pretty much it for that, you know. It's just changing your mindset in order to change who you are. And I'm not saying change who you are as in, oh, well, I want to be Kim Kardashian, so I'm going to be Kim Kardashian or something like that. It's just, if you want a business and you know that that's what you want to do with your life, that is something that you have to have a mindset to say, hey, I'm going to focus on these things. Being a better person. If you know that you're someone who wakes up late every morning, then that might be something that you should take into consideration and say, you know what, I'm going to set my clock a little hour earlier than what I normally would. You got to start, you know, small and then move forward, you know. Take a little bit of time. It's not something that you're going to just automatically get today. This is something that you have to work for. Those are just a little bit of tips that I feel like I really wanted to put out there to let people know that you don't have to, you know, follow your crowd or be a product of your environment. And you will notice, once you change your mindset, you'll start to notice that you'll start to become friends with other like-minded individuals like yourself. Just here to tell you that it takes time. I'm still not there yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. But just don't be afraid to want more for yourself. When I'm doing YouTube, I get a lot of questions from people that say, you know, is YouTube hard? Are there things that, you know, how could you do this and how could they do it and things like that. I will tell you, being an influencer is, I'm not even gonna say I'm an influencer because I am not an influencer as of yet. I feel like I like to do YouTube, and YouTube is something that really interests me. And for those who don't know, I used to have a YouTube like almost 10 years ago, but Google bought out YouTube and I wasn't able to sign back into that account. So I have way more videos and things that really made me do what I really wanted to do in the beginning. But of course, life happens and a lot of things change. But I have definitely been trying at this YouTube, and I would really say that this might be the very, very first time from the last YouTube I had where I was extremely consistent. And I will tell you that I know everybody says be consistent. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have learned to really prioritize my time. Like, people don't realize that you can have a YouTube channel and have a 9-to-5. It's just that it takes a lot of discipline and it takes a lot of time to gather everything and be put on a schedule. So if you're a person who's not into being on a schedule, this is the best thing for you to realize how a schedule really works. Because I will tell you, being on this journey, having a schedule is something that is gonna help you with YouTube for sure. When I'm on a schedule, my numbers do better. I get way more subscribers. I'm way more focused. My energy is better. I feel like I speak to people differently. I feel like my life just is so much better when it's on a schedule. And I can tell when I'm falling off, or when I'm to a point where I'm just tired, or to a point where I'm a little burned out. And it's just kind of like you have to really focus on wanting this. The same way you go to your 9-to-5 every day and you put in so much time and energy on doing your work there, you have to put just as much work or even more into doing YouTube. I will tell you that being a YouTuber is definitely not for the weak by any means. I try my best to be as real and as authentic as I possibly can without being mean. But I'm just a clown by nature, and I like to have jokes and I like to have fun and things like that. So when I give these reviews or I do certain types of things, those are, you know, I get a lot of people that say, you are so animated. Like, I love your personality on YouTube. And I'm just like, thank you so much, because this is always the person I've wanted to be. But because of society, or because of, you know, who I've been around or the people I've been around, it's just, and then just life itself, it kind of put me down just a little bit. And this is, and when you really want something, it's just, you're gonna focus so much harder on it. Wanting more for yourself and seeing and really working hard for something that you really, really, really want, it will change the narrative so much. So I know that there are things that YouTubers do not tell you, and girl, I want to tell you exactly the real deal. Like, when people say be consistent, they really mean that. Like, they really mean be consistent, because every time I do a video, anytime I film, I try to film at least 2 videos every time I do my makeup. A week goes by so quickly, okay? Like, the week goes by extremely quickly, and you know, anything can happen in your life and you don't get a chance to film, or you say you want to film this specific day and then you end up not filming, or anything to that effect. It's so much better to do batch content. A lot of people don't realize what batch content is. Batch content is basically when you film as many videos as you can in one day. When I'm filming or when I'm doing my pictures or anything to that effect, it's definitely, I probably film about 2 to 3 videos in one day, and then I'll edit as the week goes on. Because when you're sitting here and life is happening, I will tell you right now, everything will mess up your plans. Like, I've been in plenty moments where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna film today, and then all of a sudden someone calls me like, hey, let's go do dinner. Or maybe my boyfriend at the time, he was just like, let's go out to lunch, let's go out to dinner, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, nah, I really don't want to do that. But then again, I'm like, you know, you got to balance your life, especially if you're in a relationship. So it's kind of like, okay, I want to balance it out. I really haven't spent time with this person. So it's like, okay, let me, you know, spend time with this person, because I'm working half the time, and then I have my clients that I'm taking. So it's kind of like you're trying to balance out your life. And this is kind of the best way to balance out your life, which is pretty much scheduling, for real. Scheduling your life is like the best. And I think it works for me. Other people maybe may not, but if you're working a 9 to 5, and you're taking clients, or you're doing hair, or anything to that effect, like, you're really going to need to focus on scheduling. As time goes on, it becomes a routine. Like, I will tell you that it will become a routine so quickly that it's gonna be like nothing. When you're becoming a YouTuber, it's like you have to push yourself, or link up with other YouTubers. Link up with other YouTubers who are doing the same thing that you're doing, and then try to become friends or be cool with them, because sometimes those same women are trying to achieve the same exact thing, and it will help you out so much. These women, they get where you're coming from. They get what it takes to, you know, become a YouTuber. They understand what it takes, and then you guys can brainstorm together. You can collab together, like, and then, you know, you both can have somebody to fall on based on what's going on in your life, and based on someone helping you take your pictures, or maybe bounce ideas off of. Like, there are plenty ways to help get through being a YouTuber, for real. And always, if you want to link up with other people, You might want to go and have someone help you with your pictures. If you have a boyfriend, have him help you take your pictures. Tripods, you know, that you could do to really focus on doing everything. I will tell you that. People were asking me about how to get, like, how do I have some ideas to do without money? Because right now I'm in a point where I can't spend as much money as I used to. So I have to figure out other ways to do videos. All of this makeup is from Sephora. A lot of things are new, some things are old, but I will definitely link everything down in the bottom description box, of course. One thing I will say, don't focus on your subscriber count, because at the end of the day, every YouTuber had to start from 0. So look at it from that perspective of everyone starting from 0. Like, not everybody started off with 1,000 or 300 million subscribers. All the YouTubers that you follow all started from 0. Okay, so just know that everybody had to build that. That's not something that just came to them. And when you start your first YouTube video, like, you really have to just get out there and just post. And when I say post, like, whatever you feel is comfortable for you, you need to post it. Like, if you feel like you like doing makeup videos, go ahead and do makeup videos. You know, if you feel like you're a person that likes to shop and you want to tell people everything that you got, or you want to show reviews, or there was maybe something that you bought that you hated, but you are like, other people need to know about it, right? Post about it. Post about things that you like to do. And you will realize once you start doing and showing things that you like to do, you'll start to realize people will subscribe. Like, when I first started, I had no clue of what I wanted to post. On my first channel, I don't know, I guess maybe because I was a little younger, so maybe the videos were just a little bit different, you know, in my head. But as I get older, it kind of got a little harder. But I guess I was a little bit more creative back then. But I have definitely realized, like, you know, I have more things that I would like to talk about, and there's other things that I want to deal with and things like that. When I was, you know, when I was a little younger, it was a lot easier, you know, for me to come up with ideas, and maybe I was a little bit more creative then, who knows. But what I do know is I really love doing YouTube. And I will tell you, this is something that you have to really want and really feel like this is something that you really, really like to do, because you have to stay consistent on it. If you could at least do one video a week, I'm telling you, people subscribe. Like, people subscribe every day. I think right now it's so much easier to get subscribers. I think it is the watch time that normally, I think, kills people, because of the way the watch time works. Always rules to this game. There's always a way. Like, it's never gonna be easy for you. So if you really, really like to do YouTube, I'm telling you, if you really like being behind the camera and you really like focusing on this, and this is just something you really, really want to do, I'm telling you, you will find anything and everything to talk about. And you have to remember, social media will really help you out trying to find ideas. And why I say that is because there's always something to talk about. Like, all the time, there's always something to talk about. Even if there's always new things coming out. There's always new products coming out. There's always outfits. There's, even if you want to be a fashion girly, like, there's always something and room for everybody. I will tell you that. There's always room for everybody. There's something going on, like, all the time. Like, you can talk about so many different things on here. You're basically, like, think about your channel kind of thinking about it, like how back in the day we used to watch Love and Hip Hop every Monday at 8. Like we knew when Monday came, Love and Hip Hop was coming on, right? Like now at 7 o'clock, 6:30, we know Baddies is coming on, right? Like we know Baddies is coming on, and we know we want to see Krishan. So you know it's coming on. Just think about it just like that. Like think about it from a standpoint of, oh well, this is the Kendra show, or whatever your name would be. Just think about it like, this is my show, this is my channel, and this is what people want to talk about. Like I see girls talk about their BBLs, I see girls that talk about, you know, how they changed their life. Some people talk about how they moved. Some people, like, there's so many different things that you could talk about that there's never something that you just can't talk about. You have to be determined. Like if you do not have the determination for this, it's not gonna work for you. And I will say that because I have plenty of moments. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have plenty of moments. Like I have to call my girl Brittany Giselle. Like I have never met this girl in like a day in my life, okay? I've never met her in real life. I just know her from YouTube. We started talking on, I think, Instagram. And when I met her on Instagram, I was just like, oh my gosh, she's like so cool. Like, and we spoke about the same thing and how we both wanted to be monetized. And, you know, we have the same things that's going on. And of course we know that life is going on. You know, she has a child named Kyron, and, you know, her channel is based on being a mother and, you know, enjoying life, being a YouTuber and everything. And even though we don't have the same exact lifestyle, we both have a few things in common. We deal with lifing every day. And then we deal with wanting to do better in our life, build things, and we want to be better in the things that we're doing every day, you know? And that's the thing. That's why I say you have to want things. You have to want more for yourself. Like I've learned that I have to have like-minded people around me in order to keep the motivation up. And that's what I really want people to know. Like, be around people that think the same way that you do. Just because we are black or women of color or whatever race is watching me, just because your race tells you you need to be some way or act a certain way or be what society wants you to be or anything like that, like, no, you do not have to be that way. I was so caught up on lifing, not being able to manage everything, and after a while I just said, you know what, no, this is something that I want to do. This is something that means something to me. I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. And just think about it like this: if you want to be a certain way or act a certain way, you have to start doing it every single day. Like you have to literally act like the person that it is that you're trying to be in order for you to become the person that you want to be, okay? So just keep that in mind. I don't like this pencil. Okay, so I don't know if this pencil dried out or what. Like, it's just not sitting. That other pencil was just, I don't know. I think it was dried out. So I'm just gonna go in with this Night Moth pencil because I'm sure everybody has this one. I have to sit here and say, you know what? This is what I want, and I'm going to get it, and I'm going to achieve it. I will tell you, talking to Brittany every day, well, not every day, but like certain times every week, like, has really helped, because sometimes life just happens and I'm just like, I get into a point where I'm just like not focused, or I tend to watch certain big YouTubers, and sometimes them posting every week because they're a little bit more consistent because they don't really have regular 9 to 5s. Like, they don't have other things going on. It kind of like helps me all the time where I'm like, yes, girl, you did not post this week. You need to film more. You know, you could take, I'm not gonna lie, you can take some ideas off of big YouTubers and just really like use it to your advantage. Like, don't take, you know, don't copy word for word or anything like that. Like, you know, you can definitely be the first one, or you can take from other people and use it as inspiration. It's just like celebrities do. They take old songs and stuff and they make a song into their own. Like, you know, you just gotta use the sources that you already have. It's a new lipstick. Oh, look how cute this is gonna look. Woo, can't wait. And this is gonna stay on so matte. This is like that number 32 one that I showed you guys. This one is number 12. Looks so cute when I was using it earlier. And one thing I have learned about their products is you do not need a lot at all. This is such a pretty color. And of course you don't have to use this deep of a lip liner. I really wanted the other lip liner because it was more on the burgundy side instead of such a deep plum. And then kind of pat it all together. You know, if this is the YouTube life that you want and you want to become that woman who lives a luxury lifestyle, I'm not talking about just labels, but just lives the lifestyle of really enjoying life, taking trips, getting a passport, traveling, seeing the world, and just really just saying like there's more to life than just being in where I live, you know, like there's more to being in, you know, there's more to being in the world. Like there's so much more to life. Like you just have to really want to see it and really be out there to see it, you know. As long as you keep that mindset, you will be extremely like happy. You will start to see a change in habits. Your eating habits will change, your thought process will change. Like you'll really start to enjoy yourself and enjoy life, and then you'll be able to look back on your peers that you're chilling with now and you will realize like their lifestyle is what they want. You know, if your family says no, that's not something that you want to do, that's not, you know, I'm not saying don't follow what your parents say. I'm just saying like this is your life and you only have one time to live it. That's it. You only have one time to live life. And this is what I am gonna say, and I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how I live it and how I live my life like this. So let me tell you something. You only have one life to live, but you only have one time to die. You're not going to live forever. So I would want you to experience everything that you could experience for sure. And I just want everyone to know that this look that you're seeing right here is more of a date night look. This is a date night look that you could use at nighttime if you're going on a nice cute date. And this lipstick is not going anywhere, okay? This is giving, okay? And this is definitely giving face. This is so pretty. Like, do you guys see this? This lipstick. This lipstick. I'm loving this lipstick, okay? Set our makeup. Ooh. A little bit of mascara to the bottom lash. Fire. You're gonna take your clips down, right? And we're gonna go in with our edge booster. And this is for our hair. Gonna kind of swoop these edges back, baby. Swoop them back. Make sure they're real slicked back, because we don't want any issues with the hair tonight, okay? Oh girl, my hair needs to be done, baby. So now I'm gonna comb out our hair. Okay, we're gonna push this hair back just a little bit, you know, comb out these curls, because they definitely was curled up. Bring it back, just fluff it with your hair, fluff it with your hand, I mean. See, that is her, okay? It's giving her, okay? How gorgeous are we looking? How gorgeous are we feeling? Okay, let's see what Instagram is giving. Okay, let's see. All right, everybody, so that is the conclusion to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the look just as much as I did. Just keep in mind that to remember, this is a party weekend look, or this could be a birthday look or anything like that. I know this is not an everyday look, but this is definitely something you may want to try. I'm so happy that you stayed to the end of this video. I did have a surprise for everyone that is subscribed to my channel and everyone that's been watching my videos for a long time. I definitely want to do a little bit of a giveaway. So I have teamed up and collaborated with another YouTuber. Her name is Brittany Giselle. We really feel like giving back to our subscribers, which are you guys. So if you all want to be a part of this giveaway, so here are the rules to this giveaway, which are going to be: you have to be subscribed to my page and also Brittany Giselle's page, which YouTube's will be put right here on the bottom of the screen. Leave a comment below if you are a Sephora girly or if you are an Ulta girly. Also, you have to be following my Instagram, which is here, and you also have to be following Brittany Giselle's Instagram here as well. There will be 2 winners for this giveaway. One giveaway will be for Brittany Giselle's channel, and one winner will be for my channel. So if you definitely want to be a part of this giveaway, you have to watch both videos, because that's how you are entered to win the giveaway. This giveaway starts today and will end June 18th at 11:59 p.m. So both winners will be announced on June 19th on the community tab on my channel and on her channel as well. If you would like a better chance of winning this giveaway, I suggest that you do not say anything about the giveaway in the comment section. If you were able to watch this video all the way through, then that gives you a better chance on being able to win the giveaway, because we all know everyone is not going to watch. So do not give a heads up on the giveaway, okay?